So I've been using hot foot powder very frequently lately. Here it is. The hot foot powder. The dreaded tool the bad guys hate. Hot foot powder. Handy for one thing. Making people leave. Okay? Here's how it works. You apply the hot foot powder in any way you like. The bad guys scurry off. Now, usually the bad guys I deal with are so advanced in their teachings, and by bad guys I mean other practitioners, that hot foot powder doesn't have an effect on them. I tried using this to get rid of demons, it worked. I tried using this to get rid of people who practice magic and are on the side of the demons, and it did not work. Okay? So there are ways to combat this hot foot powder if you have the time. Now, if you have the stamina, you can resist hot foot powder's effect for a brief period, and then you just jiggle around a bit or do whatever they do, and you resist the effects of the hot foot powder. Now, I'm going to open this container up and show you, I'm on my bed right now in case you didn't know, exactly what the hot foot powder looks like. Alright. It's a very harsh, uninviting looking color. Not very pleasant to behold. Most hot foot powder is not very pleasant to behold. It just, even if you're not psychic, it has this look about it. As if it were something indecent. Something you wouldn't want to cross every day. Now, the traditional recipe for the hoodoo making of hot foot powder is cayenne pepper, black pepper, salt, and sulfur. 4 ingredients. Okay? But really, you can make a hot foot powder with any 3 spices. So, I believe I made this, and I'm not 100% sure, with cumin, turmeric, and cayenne pepper, and salt. I threw in the salt in there because it's a mineral. Okay? And I'm allowed to throw in a mineral. Sulfur and salt are minerals, as you are well aware. And I have a theory, I'm not sure about this. I am in no way disrespecting the hoodoo religion or the hoodoo practice, but I believe 2 minerals may equal a plant? I don't know. But you take any 3 spices, any 3 spicy substances, and voila, you have hot foot powder. Now, here's what I like to do as far as making it is concerned. Alright, I'm going to show you the powder again so I can demonstrate how I made this. Okay, so you have your powder here. I put the cayenne, the cumin, and the turmeric all in one container. I try to use equal amounts. I take my left middle finger, because left is waning, and the middle finger corresponds to Saturn, which is shrinking. So I grind it in an anti-clockwise motion, and I can feel the energy building up in it, so I'm going to stop because it's already powerful enough. And when it's blended, you take a birthday candle. First, you close your container up. You light the candle. And then, this is what I did, by the way. You stick it on top. Melt a little wax on there. Stick it on top. Let it burn down. Brush off the wax. It's fully charged now. You have hot foot powder. Now, this will not work on a bad guy if there is no peaceful way to make the bad guy leave. Hot foot powder only works if there is a peaceful way for the bad guy to leave. I was gonna get mugged on a bus late at night. I shot some hot foot powder at the guy. He got off next stop in a hurry. Alright? It makes you leave as if your feet are on hot coals in a non-violent way. Alright? Now, let's say someone is in your space and your hot foot powder has failed. What do you do then? It's a good question. You could fight them. What if they're stronger than you? What if you're weak physically? Well, then you need something called black pepper. And black pepper can be found in your kitchen. It can be found at any restaurant. It's the stuff that is in the black pepper shaker. You can go to the grocery store and buy black ground pepper, which I advise everyone do. And it's the same thing. You put it in a container, you take your left middle finger, you mix it anti-clockwise, you burn the candle down over it, it's done. You made banishing powder. Now what you want to do is you do the same thing you did with the hot foot powder. You blow it in their direction, they leave. They may not leave as fast though, so you might want to add salt to give it that extra kick. I added salt to give it an extra kick. Pretty powerful stuff I carry around in my pockets all over New York City. It's crazy stuff. Now, for the application of the powder, this is very important, so pay attention. The powder can be distributed in almost any way. It's like poison, okay? You just need trace amounts distributed in any way, and the person leaves. Now, what I like to do sometimes, or what I did recently on a subway, when someone was going to be stalking me, I know I have a lot of enemies, right? You look at where they were standing and you sprinkle some of the powder on their footprint of where they were. And that's one way to do it. Now, another way is to just, if you saw my last video, you know what I'm going to say. You sprinkle a pinch in your hands and you do this. You just blow it in their direction. That's all you have to do. What else? Cinnamon. Ah, yes, cinnamon. One of my favorites because it smells so good. Cinnamon is a great herb for getting rid of people. You treat it like black pepper, really. And as long as you stir it in an A-word direction or anti-clockwise direction, you should be able to get rid of anyone you want. Cinnamon is more powerful than black pepper. Remember that. Cinnamon is more powerful than black pepper. Now, it is also more powerful than hot foot powder, now that I think about it, because it doesn't care in what way it gets rid of the person. It just gets rid of the person, just like black pepper, but cinnamon has an extra kick. So, I'm a nice person, in my opinion. So I always carry hot foot powder instead of cinnamon. And so far, so good. Gets rid of people fast. So remember, in order to make hot foot powder, you take any 3 spices. I didn't know him personally, but I heard of a man who used ground crushed hornets. Don't know where he got the hornets as one of the spices. But he did. He used ground crushed hornets. You just carry it in a little container like this on your person wherever you go. If you see a bad guy tailing you, you use the powder or the cinnamon. That's Princess Leia's advice. Yeah, I just gave you advice. Anyway, I don't know what to do for my next video. I'm probably gonna pull something out of my ass last minute. Princess Leia signing out.